In this video, we will discuss about different view panes available in UFT. The first one, we have created a new test. The moment you create a new test, that will be added under a solution. This solution is untitled. By default, a temporary solution will be created. A solution can have multiple tests. So under one solution, you can able to create one more test as well. Add a new test and you can create it. So see that GUI test 7 is created and test 9 also gets added. So once you save this solution, every time you open this solution, it is going to open these two tests. So this is called Solution Explorer. Every test is attached with a solution, either it is titled or untitled. This is used for editing multiple tests at a time. Every test will have something called action. An action is a reusable component. An action is a reusable component. For now, I will delete this test as well from here. So we have only GUI test 7. And there is one more view here that is called canvas, where you can able to see the flow of execution, start and end. When you click on run button, it is going to execute action 1. We can have multiple actions in one test. An action is a reusable component. And when you click on run button, one by one will be executed. When you reuse in any other test, this action will be called in that test as well. We can discuss about actions concept later in a separate video, but for now, remember this is called a canvas or test flow. This is the actual editor. If you record something, that will be displayed in this editor. There is one more view called keyword view. If you're not able to understand the code, you can observe this keyword view where it shows the objects, and second one, operation, what you perform on these objects, and value what you're giving while executing. You can even copy this documentation in case if you want anything. Next, you also have data. So this is called data pane, where you can give some data and data drive this test. Depends on number of rows, this test will be executed. The first row becomes the parameters. P means parameters. Here you give some parameters and then you can able to data drive it. We can have multiple sheets, and also we can import data from external sheets as well. We can discuss about that in data driving concept. If you are giving any output like print messages, that will be displayed under output. Active screen is going to record the screen while you are creating tests by using recording concept. You can see that. Let's say I'm entering password. You can see password element highlighted, and from element to element, these elements are getting highlighted. So all these are all recorded because in previous video I have recorded one of the tests, and this is the test. And there are some more views here. Solution Explorer and Toolbox. Toolbox shows what are all the resources and what are the keywords available here. What are all the keywords coming from these resources? Resources means we will be using some repositories as part of creation of a test. We'll be creating some libraries, and from all the libraries, what are all the functions that are imported? Are there any local functions available? And are there any objects created? Everything you can observe under test objects. So this is called toolbox view. And next one you have is errors. In case if there is any error in the code, that error will be displayed under errors. The next one you have is tasks. When you write something with to do, when you write something starting with to do, this is called a comment. Here this is a comment. If you write something with a single quote, that becomes a comment. I'm writing to do, and then complete this test. So this will be added under tasks. You can see the source, test, everything. This is called Taskman. And here you will find actions, and for every action you can also see the properties. These are called action properties. While discussing actions, you will come to know about this. And are there any other debug? Yes, we have a separate concept called debug. There we will discuss about debug panes. And you also have bookmarking and search results like that, and also start page. And if you wanted to reset entire view, you can also reset window layout. That is also possible here. So mostly we will be working with initially with the editor keyword view for creating of the tests, data table for doing data driving, and also there is something called repository. All the objects, whatever you are seeing here, these are all the objects are stored inside of a repository. We will be working more with these things. Next videos, you will find what is this repository and how to write code manually without using recording concept. Everything you will come to.